Well, we're here today at the futsal tournament and two brand new Halifax Town players. How's pre-season going for the pair of you?
No, it's going really well. It's been a great start. Obviously, me and Sam are both new. Great to meet all the lads, and there's also some fresh faces we haven't seen before. And everyone's starting to gel together, working hard. Manager's great, staff's great, so it's looking positive, yeah.
And Sam, how are you finding it then?
Yeah, I'm finding it. Well, I just echo what Elliott said. It's quite a few new faces. We've all come in together and straight away it seems like everybody's hit it off, working hard and it's all coming together nicely, so we just can't wait for Saturday to come now, first game at Tadcaster.
And talking about Tadcaster, quite a good side, quite a good local side. Paddy Miller, the manager. Just in terms of these games, how important are they, the pre-seasons?
They're very important because you're just trying to get as many minutes in the bank as you can. It's all in preparation to when it comes to the first game of the season. So obviously you kind of rotate the squad as well to get everybody the amount of minutes that they need and stuff like that. So you got to be pushing yourself to the maximum to get everything that you can out of the games. And from what I'm led to believe, they're a good team as well. So it's not going to be easy. So we're looking forward to the challenge, really.
And just looking at your time in the conference, I know you had a couple of loan spells. Just how good is it to have a permanent club and obviously a league that you know something about as well?
Yeah, I think it gives you a bit of an advantage. Like I say, last season I was on loan at Nuneaton and I've played at Ashton before, so I'm quite used to the teams and what style of play it is. And it's a tough league, but like I say, I think with the group of lads we've got, I think we've got every chance of going up. And it's just like I say, it's one of them leagues you find it tough. It's very physical. You need to be fit. But I think if lads do everything right, I think, like I say, we've got a very good percentage of success in there. Yeah.
And for both of you, it is a case that you look at the likes of Jamie Vardy and Mark Roberts, players who were at Halifax Town. Now you've got them playing at Barnsley, playing in the Premier League, playing for England as well. Just for both of you, was that something you thought about when you joined Halifax, that you could elevate yourself to that level?
Yeah, I think, like I say, you look up to players like that. This is like a bit of a starting block for us. Like I say, both of us have stepped up to come here. We want to do well and hopefully get recognised for that. And like I say, try and progress as further as we can. It's only going to help the club and ourselves and everyone within it. So I think, like I say, you always try and aim as high as you can. And like I say, if we do well this season, personally and as a group, it's only going to show and people start to recognise it. And then you never know what happens from there, do you?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, everything that Elliott said there is bang on. I mean, you're looking to test yourself, and essentially all you want to do is play to the highest level that you can. So I think it's important to always want to improve. That's a big key to it. You can't stand still. You always got to keep moving forward, adding things to your games. And the likes of Jamie Vardy, you can see as he's moved up the levels. He went to Fleetwood and then he's moved on to the Premier League now. He's always added a little bit extra to his game. I mean, he had the raw materials there with his pace and things like that, but you can just see how much he's come on as a player,
And talking about Neil Aspin, I know he's in the room at the moment, so I know you'll be under a bit of pressure, but was he a big factor in you joining, the pair of you?
I met up with Neil before I signed and had a good chat with him and my dad, and he just said it how it is, and I think that's good for manager. He just tells you how it is, and it's down to you. And if you do well, you're going to be playing. And it went really well. And that was a big factor in me coming here. I liked the way, the style of play, his attitude towards things, and yeah, I think that was a massive factor in me joining Halifax Town.
Yeah, I mean, I got a call off the gaffer. I came down to meet him, and straight away it was just a case of listening to what he had to say. Looking at his goals, his long-term goals, what he wanted to do. He wants to kick on. He wants to improve the club, and that's a big thing. And yeah, I mean, quite a few friends have played under the gaffer too. So obviously you go and you speak to them and you see what their take is, and everybody came back, speaking in glowing terms about him. So as soon as you kind of get that out of the way, then your mind's made up. And I know it's been since we come back into pre-season, he's been top class.
And Elliott, looking at the success you had with the Sheffield United youth side, is that something you feel that you can take into your game when you've played the likes of Manchester United in a FA Cup youth final?
Yeah, that was a few years ago now. I'm getting old now. Yeah, like you say, like, good to have that success in playing in front of big crowds, especially at Sheffield, and then obviously away at Manchester. And, like the standard to say it was only a youth team was, like you say, playing against world class players now. But yeah, everything I've done in my career, and I'm sure Sam's saying, we take it, we learn from it, and we always want to like build and improve on it. So yeah, I'm just going to take everything into my stride, and whatever set challenges in front of me, I'm just going to get my head down and work as hard as I can, and then see where it gets me. But yeah, it was good to have that success, but now my mind's on Halifax Town and trying to get us back into the Football League, yeah.
And Sam, there's a bit of pressure on you because you've gained 2 promotions with Curzon. You could make it 3 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal. I mean it's you look at, I don't know. I mean it's a great habit winning. It's so good to have, and once you get into that groove, collectively as a team you feel that no one can stop you. So I think you can slowly see that starting to grow as well between the lads. So all we're looking to do is snowball and keep building throughout the season, and when it comes to that time, end of April, beginning of May, we want to be in the hunt for it, and I'd absolutely love it if I could make it a third successive promotion. So, but like I said, that's the goal, and everybody's got their head down working hard about it. Yeah.
And how tough was it to leave Curzon where you were captain?
Yeah, I mean it was tough because you spend time at a place and you build relationships with not just with players, people at the club and things like that. But I just felt this was the best time to kick on. We'd done a lot collectively, individually. I picked up quite a few awards at that level, and I thought it was just time to test myself and set myself a new challenge. And yeah, as soon as I spoke to the gaffer, I wanted to be at Halifax.
And Elliott, looking at the start of the season, just what do you set out as your initial aims?
What, personally or as a team?
For both yourself and for the team.
I think this time of season is about getting fit, staying injury free, and trying to get the minutes in these games as many as I can. Like Sam said earlier, we'll be rotating, so if I get 45 minutes, if I get 69, to just do what I can in there, show people what I can do, and then hopefully kick on and into the season. My aim is obviously try and play as many games as I can, and hopefully score some goals, contribute in as many ways as possible, and like I said, stay injury free. So yeah.
And do you think promotion is realistic for this season?
Definitely. I spoke to one of the guys a few weeks ago about it, and they've always been in and around it, and I think maybe they just needed a bit of extra additions, etc., new faces, maybe helping. But I think this year, even though it hadn't started yet, like I say, we've got a good group of lads. The spirits are good. It's positive, everything, the energy. I think if we all stick together, work hard for each other, listen to the manager, the staff, I think there's every chance of us going up, yeah, and all being well, yeah. So.
And Sam, I've got to ask. I've asked the question to Elliott. Do you think automatic promotion, maybe of the playoffs, is realistic for the club?
I do. I mean, you've seen that the success that the club's had in recent years, and almost getting there. To be fair, so I think it's in the forefront of everyone's mind. I think we're setting out looking at the playoffs, but with things like this, you never know. I mean, it could turn into you go onto a run where no one can stop you, and you just end up going towards the title, and it's things like that, and that's what we'll be striving for, to be fair. But I think the minimum is playoffs. I mean, from looking at the results, just casting my eye over them last year, it looked like the last third of the season maybe it just kind of trickled off and petered out a little bit, and the club still finished ninth. Now, if you look at some of those where they might have got draws or narrow losses, late on in games, if you end up turning that into a win, or if you got a loss, you turn it into a point, it can just move you on, 4 or 5 places, and then you're in the hunt for it. And obviously, I mean, I know that, playing in the playoffs, it's, anyone can win it, as long as you're in it, yeah, anyone can do it just on the day, over the 2 legs and whatnot. So but playoffs is the minimum for us, yeah.
And finally, a question for both of you. Out of the 2 of you, who's going to score the most goals?
You have to believe in yourself, wouldn't you? So I'll say myself, and I'm sure Sam will say himself.
Oh yeah. I mean, we might even have to have a wager on it. But no. I mean, I think from both our point of view, we're looking to come in, make an impact, and make an impact with goals. And I think Elliott will be the same as me. I think from any midfielder that likes to get forward and get in the box, you want to be looking at double figures come the end of the season. So I mean, that's the target that I normally set myself. If and when I get to that, then I'll look at it, re-evaluate it, and then I'll be looking to make another target. But I think from our point of view, I think we're definitely both going to be going for that double figure mark. But like I said, we might have to put a fiver on it to see who gets it. But yeah, so no, looking forward to it.